All right, well, here we are on our way into deer camp 2023. You're fired up. I mean, I'm telling you, get the marching bands. It is the best day of the year. I'll take today over my own birthday. I mean, honestly, best day of the year. So we are on our way in. We'll be in here for 9 days. We've got some folks coming in that's going to meet us there. They're going to be there, in and out throughout the week. The preseason scouting has been going well. We've had several nice deer on game cameras. Of course, the grouse are plentiful, so we might even get a little bit of that in as well. This is it. Here we go. Fired up. Let's do it. We'll see you out there.
Avery Peak Outdoors. Be ready for adventure. Find us online at averypeakoutdoors.com.
Good boy. Yes. With me boys.
Well, got some birds. Got a limit of birds today, and now we just got to clean them out. All right, well, we're in camp. Finally, the week begins. We're just doing a little scouting here. Everybody, this is Sean Niles from hometown of Eustis there, and we're finally got into camp here. We spent the day kind of doing some driving, obviously being a Sunday, but took a little poke to see what was around, and now we're planning for tomorrow's plan of attack on a few things. And what do you think? You fired up?
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
So we'll see what happens. We'll catch you in the morning.
Introducing Deaddownwind's all-new Black Field Spray, your ultimate companion for hunting in the shadows. Unleash your inner predator with our advanced scent elimination formula, erasing any trace of your presence. Hunt undetectable, untouchable. You control the shadows. Your presence remains but a whisper. Hunt in stealth mode with Deaddownwind's Black Field Spray.
Well, we worked out one piece there and see some tracks, and you said you bumped a couple deer.
Yep, 2 does early on. They went down the ridge. We kept going up.
Well, give it a shot. Get up high and see a scrape and a bed, and well, we'll poke our way out of here because it's extremely loud, and see if we find another spot.
Yep.
Sound like a plan. Well, we're back out for afternoon hunt. Sean went one side of the road there and came on the other. We're just gonna take a poke around, find a spot to sit because the ground's still pretty noisy, and we'll see what we end up with. All right, well, really the first day of the week to hunt deer and stuff like that. Sean was out here for that, and as you've seen, and we had a pretty decent day. I mean, we started out the morning, before daylight, and got into plenty of places that had sign tracks and
Jumped deer within the first 15-20 minutes.
yeah. So Sean was able to jump a couple deer early on, and then we moved spots in the morning. Then we jumped a couple more, right?
Jumped them, and if they'd had antlers, we'd have had them.
Yeah, it's close. So good things that are promising, and came back to camp, had some lunch, and went back out for an afternoon hunt, and got into some good areas as well. And
Good spot.
yeah, and I was fortunate enough to call in some deer. Didn't quite see them; they just would not break the wood line in front of me. But pretty evident there was possibly a doe down there. But what became really interesting was something much larger. We had about a half an hour between grunts, and he was growling up a storm. We could hear him down there, thrashing about, and but he just wouldn't show himself. So we ran out of time, end of shooting time, and well, I guess that's why they call it hunting. Good morning. We're heading out this morning to ground blind location, so a little later, only because it's in a very dense softwood area, so you can't see much. So getting a little bit of a dusting of snow, and we'll see what turns up. All right, well, I was flying solo today. Went back up into that area where we had the encounters last night, and plenty of sign, a lot of new stuff there. You know, those bucks, everything, and just couldn't make that connection. With a little bit of snow that we have, it seems like, I mean, they're just traveling everywhere. There's really no rhyme or reason, but they have plenty of feeding areas, bedding areas. You know, water isn't frozen, very much like it is early season. So just wasn't in the right place, right time. But did see some new territory, discovered some new things there. So mental notes all the way, and we'll see what we can pull off tomorrow. Tonight I'll be doing some brainstorming as to where to venture to, but we'll figure it out by morning, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see then. Good morning. Well, I decided to come back up where I harvested the buck last year. We're gonna take a look around. We got a game camera up here, so we'll take a look at that as well. Let's see how it goes. another day. Another day we put a few miles on today. And we didn't see anything. So that's all right. We did manage to get some camp duties done before we headed back to camp. Got one bird, so that's a plus. Filled up the water jugs, which is kind of essential. You know, I guess I've never talked about it before. So here's about camp. Camp is a location undisclosed, northern Maine along the Canadian border. There is no power, there is no cell service, there's no running water. It is a whole lot like roughing it. Don't you worry, we have some fine facilities if need be. Showers are interesting, to say the least. Battery operated water pump and preheat your water and move quickly. But it gets the job done. So it's a little bit like getting back to roots, but certainly enjoyable. Some may not feel that way. There's some that like to have their amenities, but that's perfectly fine. Hey, to each their own. I won't think anything less of you. So tomorrow, kind of a big day. So tomorrow we're going to try to get in a morning hunt. Midday, Garrett and Kyle are expected to arrive, so we'll keep an eye out for them. And we will go from there. We'll see what happens. Once they get here, we're going to try to blitz an afternoon hunt and try to make the most of the time. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Introducing Tink's Peak 30, the extraordinary deer lure crafted for the ultimate hunting experience. Tink's premium doe estrus is pure, certified, and precision tested to ensure impeccable estrogen levels precisely when does are primed to breed. Unlock its potential during the rut when the chase is on and bucks can't resist. Simple to apply just on the ground or over scrapes, its power is unmatched. Elevate your hunting game with Tink's Peak 30. Become the legend.
All right, so Garrett, Kyle, back again for another year, 2023. We're fired up. We've got a couple days of good hunting that we're going to get in, and they made the trip in. They're finally at camp. Of course, we've kind of celebrated a little bit since they've been here, but you guys fired up?
Oh yeah, going in on the way.
Kyle got a bird on the way in, so that's a plus. And we'll see if we can stack up a few more. Be nice to bend the buck pole again.
Yeah, get it done.
Last year that worked out very well, and so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We got a couple days, and we'll get some miles to do, but it'll happen.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Good to be back.
guys fired up?
Oh yeah.
Nice. All right, we'll get at it. We'll get to the morning. Good morning. Well, we are fixing to head out here. Garrett and Kyle are getting in position. Kyle's going to jump in the ground blind, and Garrett and I are going to make a big sweep on either side of them and kind of push into them. So we'll see how that works for us. And the boys are pretty fired up. The sun is coming up, and we'll see if we get some luck. Okay. We just started in, and I didn't get very far into the woods. Walking a deer path, I hear some crunching. So I stepped off the deer path waded in right in some thick material. I see antlers, and took a shot. So we're just gonna wait a minute, let things calm down. See what we got. Holy smokes. Look at you. Oh, man. Look at the size of you. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like you would have been an 8, but you broke it off. All right, boys, buck down. Well, we get back out to the road here, and just waiting for the extraction team. Garrett and Kyle are coming back down to give me a hand, and we'll get down there and get them out. That's where the work begins. I've got a sled that back of the truck, so we'll grab that and get this done so we can get those boys back in the woods as soon as possible. I'll go out to town and do the tagging and everything else, and we'll see if they want to go or not, but if they want to get back in the woods, I don't blame them. So here it is. Very good. Look at him. Look at that deer. Look at him. Look at him. All right, after we figured out 932 yards for a drag out, everybody's a little bit gassed, but he's in the back of the truck. So these boys are gonna go back out, get back out in the woods, and we're heading to the tagging station and we'll see what it comes out at. So we'll see you there. You boys getting back out there? Oh yeah. Now we got that. Guess that. 177. Very good. All right.
Where's the other one?
Left.
Left?
Keep coming. There he is. See him? What do you got there, Chief? 2 birds. Nice shoot.
Shooting, Kyle.
Get on it. What do you got?
Bird for the pile.
Add it to the pile. Nice shoot. Oh, we got the third one. Nicely done. Look at that, boys.
Want to be a dog, Garrett? Want to be a dog?
Oh, you'll be all right. Don't dent your bird up. There you go. Well, we went down and got spring water there and filled the jugs, so we got plenty for later for closing up camp. And I came across the tree that had a couple birds in it. And I thought to myself, you know, we've done pretty well this week. Really have. Honestly, no complaints whatsoever. Got the deer, but it's just adding it up. 13 birds this week. And you know, I think we did just fine, and we just let him be. So we'll see you next year. But I think that's, you know, between all of us, you know, 13 birds is pretty good, and we had one day where we actually hit our limit of 4, and the boys almost did last night. And you know, hey, there's I think it's just fine to leave something for tomorrow, next week, next month, you know, next year. Keeps things, you know, keeps things going, and we're not gonna fish out the entire pond, you know. So I don't know, I'm pretty grateful about it, and you know, you kind of reflect a little bit as you're kind of closing up the week, because you know it takes all year. You're anticipating opening up camp, and what feels like sometimes in a short time period, you know, before you know it, you're shutting everything down, packing up all the gear and the totes and everything else. It's the worst part of the year. Get out camp, and my heart goes out to anybody who's doing it. But it's all right. You know, that's what keeps keeps us coming back every year, and looking forward to it. And you know, same people and maybe even different people coming to camp, and you know, just if you don't end up with anything, you'll at least leave with a story. That's for sure. You know, so that's not all that bad either. And there's been plenty of times I've left camp and all I had was a story. You know, but I think it's good karma when, you know, it's a little give and take there. So you know what? I was happy to see them. So that was good. They'll be there, whether they're for somebody else, or hopefully they'll make it through and keep the population going. So I'm gonna go back and break down the ground blind while we have a little bit of daylight, and get that packed up. And then we just have a couple game cameras to retrieve, and we can go through them and see what other opportunities might have been missed. But with any luck, there isn't anything on it. So, but we'll see. All right, well, we're packing up from camp and getting everything squared away. It's, you know, it always stinks to break down camp, and you know, setting up camp's a hell of a lot better each day, you know. But I think we had a real successful week, and you know, we got over a dozen birds. I think 13 was the count for this trip here, so decently there. Obviously, we got the buck, but honestly, we're kind of thinking about this, and this was going to be the heritage buck. It's dedicated to all those that come to camp, and Ashley and Sean were not here, but you know, it's a team effort, and I can't thank these guys enough for the help getting them out, and really enjoyed the hunt. You know, another year, plenty of stories to go along with it, but appreciate you guys coming up again. And yeah, another good year. You know, next year we can get some multiples on the pole, and you know that's always the goal. But you know, we had some strange weather this year. We had snow to start the week, which was nice, and then that kind of faded away, but it still worked out just fine. But you know, we had some good success, so I'm pretty proud of it. And appreciate you guys coming up, and another year, another deer, plenty of birds. The food is plentiful. The fluids were always good as usual, and you know, well, I'm looking forward to next year. You know, I mean, it's kind of a long wait, but you know, what can you do? So appreciate you guys coming up, and thanks for watching everything with Avery Peak Outdoors, and special thanks to Dead Downwind and Tinks for jumping in this year with us. They played an instrumental part on the success of the hunt the other morning. Both products were used, and it was certainly a contributing factor. So that worked out pretty good. And we'll see you guys next year. Right on. All right, cool.
All right.